Delaware in the building. Y'all ain't ready for the Delaware takeover. Y'all not ready for this unique style and creativity that everybody in the world wants to see. Nas and Jay is bringing it, and everything they bring got that Delaware.
Hey everybody.
Hey everybody. Today we start with a moment of silence for those we lost during 9/11 and those families who still live on and were affected by that day. Let this be a time we come together and take care of one another. Welcome to your evening sip of local news, what's happening, and
Real world nonsense. Real world mess. Real world mess.
oh my God. I am Naja Nicole. That's it. That's the story. That's me.
I'm J Street Jr., your singer, songwriter, artivist.
Oh my God. I don't know why, but I just can't wait. I can't stand the way you say that.
That's fine.
I'm J Street Jr., your songwriter and artist. Make sure you listen to the replay of this show on Thursdays on WJVSradio.com, Delaware's own grown folks music station, owned by the one and only my papa, Wayne. Today, we're going to talk about Man on the Run.
Funny, not funny.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Aliens, the aliens are confused. And a Dollar Tree travesty.
I'm
Ready?
actually, so I'll...
He doesn't know what...
Yeah. I don't know what this one's about exactly, so I'm kind of excited for it, but continue, sorry.
Flowers to everyone who was involved with the planning and execution of the Hispanic Festival this past Sunday. I heard nothing but rave reviews. The pictures that I saw, the videos, everyone looked so happy, and the unity and the community came out. It was just beautiful to see. So I just wanted to give flowers to everyone who put that together, because every year it's just a great time.
The cool thing about it, one of the cool things about it, number one, if you didn't notice, you probably didn't, Debo, my pickup truck, made it into the parade this year, which was super cool for me. I was helping out Eugene, Eugene Young running for Congress.
Debo is Dominican.
And, for that day, no, it was being driven by Puerto Rico.
Oh.
So Debo was Puerto Rican that day. Don't man, you gonna get me. But to this point, actually, despite that everyone insists justifiably on representing their specific culture, Puerto Rico, Dominicans, Mexicans, every culture was there. And, even I didn't realize, I don't know if this is the first year or not, but like the Black Israelites were there. I saw them warming up and doing their whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a really diverse event. I mean, listen, my truck was in there helping to support Eugene Young's campaign. So that's what, outside of the fact that it's celebrating a huge spectrum of culture, it also is inclusive of everyone, and I love that.
Yes, very much so. Also, flowers to the organizers of the Brandywine Festival of the Arts. Unfortunately, Naj and Jay were not able to attend.
We showed up.
We showed up.
But we can't read.
We were supposed to cover it, and as we pulled up, they said, "Oh, baby, we closed.
Yeah.
Baby, we ain't coming outside because of the rain." So
next year we'll be there, hopefully.
Yes, definitely.
We always make it a point, and we could only
Yes.
go on Sunday because we both had work on Saturday, so we didn't think that they would be canceled, and it was, and we'll be back next year.
But I'm sure that there was tons that went down on Saturday, so we just wanted to send love and flowers and appreciation to them for putting that event on for
Over
so many
60 years.
Yes. Saturday, I want to give flowers to Ashley and the DIAE people.
That's my organization.
They had a fundraiser at the Blue Ballroom. It was the Roaring Twenties theme. I was able to perform with Scoob and the boys, and when I tell you, it was a beautiful event. I mean, just seeing everybody dressed up in their fringe
Ashley,
and
I'm sorry.
sparklies.
Sorry, Ashley.
He's a loser, so he wasn't there.
Well, I have no problems admitting my flaws. Like, I apologize, Ashley.
He
like,
don't look at his calendar.
I messed up my calendar. I double booked myself, but thank God we have reliable people like Naja who could fill in, and we were supposed to do it together.
And who sang the house down?
Yeah. So
who had them dancing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Ashley.
But yeah, just wanted to give flowers because it's always good to see everyone out, have a good time. Jonathan looked sharp as a tack. Mm-hmm. Okay, he had his hat and the suit was fit. I said, okay, Jonathan. Mm-hmm. Okay, he didn't have to steal that suit from you, did he?
No, it's funny. Like, I guess it doesn't really matter, but you would think that we would be able to share clothes, but we have really different bills, and it never works out. It's really weird, actually.
Okay.
But yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I just want to say just a blanket flowers to all of the organizations that are doing community events right now. Since July, there have been so many organizations popping up doing community events, doing free giveaways, educational series, free books, inviting the community out to participate in different things.
And they've all been successful.
Yes, very.
Yeah.
And I love it. And sometimes, they seem to pile on. Like, what we have going on this week, things are on top of each other. But you know what? I'd rather it be that way and we're serving the community than we're like having nothing to do.
And to your point, like, if you saw the interview that we did with Eugene last week, like, this is a growing state, and like, people are moving here from all of the major areas for a lot of different reasons. So it's better to have, more supply than to find out that, oh my gosh, we need to do way more. Now everybody can use this time, as we are doing, quite frankly, to get yourself sort of up to speed and get really sharp. That way, when you kind of get a huge wave of people, you're prepared. So,
So flowers to all of you. Keep doing it. Keep it going through the season. Remember that the Naj and Jay block party is September 22nd. We're going to have, can I say it? Can I say it? We're going to have t-shirts for sale.
And we'll probably maybe be able, do you think we'll be able to wear them next Monday for our show? I wonder.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, but they'll be there on sale at the block party. So
just know, Jay is never going to take that t-shirt off.
Well, basically, I'm going to get maybe 5 of each color once we're ready to rock and roll, and that's pretty much all I'm going to wear, which makes me happy. I'll throw a jacket on top of it and rock and roll, baby.
Listen,
so yes, finally got my uniform.
And then we started working on some other designs, so just be prepared because you're going to have options, baby. It's always good to have options. You have flowers?
Coco Gauff.
Okay, I thought that was in our stories. But
No. Just flowers to her. I mean, if I'm not a huge. I don't know that much about tennis, but I know that her winning her first major at the age of 19 is a major deal. And it's the first time that an American teenager has won it since Serena when she was 17.
Wow.
Which is insane to win a major when you're 17. I mean, 19 is insane, but 17, holy crap. So, yeah, like, and the other thing that I love about Coco is
the name.
The Coco the name is super dope, but her parents are always there. Both of them sitting right there. Like, it's the same situation. It was like her dad spent so much, he made such a sacrifice to have her become who she is, and there's just a great relationship there, and I love that. So, yeah.
What is going on around the town?
Yeah.
So
take your time on me.
We got the African American.
I'll be starting there.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
So the Delaware African.
we got the African American. You sound like some racist.
We got the blacks.
We got the African American.
We got all the blacks under one park, in one park.
And of course, wait a minute, this isn't working properly. Of course.
No.
What in the world?
You done broke it.
I done broke it. All right, we're coming back, but give me the dates of it. Give me the dates. That was terrible.
Child to ghetto.
Good Lord, we'll repost it.
I can't work in these conditions,
I know, right?
Jay. Delaware African and Caribbean Affairs Commission. Saturday.
Where did all mine go?
Saturday, September 16th, 12 noon to 6 p.m. It's a tourism fair and Taste of Africa at the Herman Holloway Park. Listen, we went to the Taste of Africa. It was last year, right? It was last year.
Yes, we went last summer for sure.
The food was so good. Like, and they literally had a taste of Africa. There were different cuisines from different countries in Africa, and they were so good. So make sure you get over there and get you a plate, but also get cultured, learn about the coalition. You know, it's a big deal. We learn about our people, we learn about our heritage, we learn about our culture, and you learn about someone else's. So
I'm having some weird technical difficulties with the flyers that we normally wait with the flyers that come up on the screen. Some of them are here, some of them are not. I'll repost them all over the course of the week so that you guys can see them, but keep going.
Yes. Also, the City of Newark Community Day. You can go online at www.newarkde.gov/play and head on over there and get you some goodies and have a good old time. That starts at 11 a.m. Then there's also Digging for Dinosaurs.
Yep.
I love this. Wait.
No, it's really cool.
Is it? It's not. That's the dumbest thing
don't. I know what you're about to say, and I don't want you to say it.
Okay.
You're smart. You got your smart glasses on. You can see good.
We need to talk about these.
Cool, but continue.
Digging for Dinosaurs, Saturday, September 16th, from 10 to 11:30 a.m. at the Delaware Museum of Natural Science.
My baby's gonna come home with a dinosaur bone. We gonna build our own dinosaur skeleton.
Wait, remember when we would go to the Franklin Institute and they would sell dinosaur dung?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Do you remember?
Yes.
I remember sitting there looking at the box like, ew.
JB, we gonna go and dig and find us a triceratops and bring it home. Look, we got a triceratops toe. That's part of it. We keep on digging, baby.
I hate you. I can't stand you. You're terrible. You're a terrible person. Anyway, you have the Scarecrow Festival, September 16th and 17th. Scarecrows in the Village. This is the 44th annual at Peddler's Village. Where's Peddler's Village?
So Peddler's Village, if you don't know, it's in a weird area. But if you go to the Christiana Mall and get off on that back road towards Route 7, it's right in between where Christiana Mall and sort of 273 is. I think it's the Christina Fire Company's back there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird sort of back road that I actually used to travel it all the time when I lived in Bear for a little bit. But right in between Christiana Mall and where the old Red Robin was back there, Boscov's.
Oh yeah,
back in there. It's a little center back there.
All right, we'll go on there. We'll get your Scarecrow on. Community Day. Why isn't it listing? At Bauer Street, from 23rd Street to Todd's Lane. Free food and ice cream, moon bounce, lawn games, music, free family fun. September 16th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then we have the Chick-fil-A at the Concord Mall.
Yep.
Touch a Truck. Join us on Saturday, September 16th from 2 to 4. Come check out the vehicles.
Oh my, did you see that she has on glasses? And now she's struggling to read.
Check out the
she needs bifocals.
Your community heroes use every day. Please let us know if you are attending by reserving your spot on Facebook.
This is bad. Keep going. This whole segment is jacked tonight, guys. We're sorry. She can't see. My flyers aren't loading. I got 2 of them. She's literally like an old lady. So keep going.
Also Saturday, I don't want to be biased and I don't want to, get you to do anything, listen, come to the Soul of the City. Okay, come to the Soul of the City Festival. September 16th from 12 to 4. Because you want to know why? You want to know why? You want to know why? Because I'm performing. That's why. Me. And many other artists. But because you watch this show means you love me.
Tell the other artists.
Richard Raw, Ezekiel, Nick Snow, Dominic Patrick, and more. 7th and 8th,
Shahidi.
Market Street in Wilmington. Food trucks, vendors. She's not on the flyer. I didn't know that. Okay. Vendors, kids' activities. Jahidi. Listen, it's going to be a good time. Come on out. Come on out. And it's free 99. What more can I say? And then, I think that's it.
UAE.
Oh yeah, the UAE.
I do have the flyer for that one, so here's that one.
Here you go.
Yeah.
The Lebanon Wilmington Music Series at the UAE. Caro Pierato, a Brazilian artist. Let me tell you something. I'm so excited. I got to listen to some of her music online, and I'm very, 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 very excited. Charlie Rose Sweets, our girl.
Oh, she gonna be there on Wednesday night?
She gonna be there vending.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Yes.
Listen.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Number one, I love Brazilian music in general. It's like
Oh, this woman.
it's its own unique space, but it's also it's rooted in African music. Like I have a lot to say. I won't say it all right now, but what?
Put it back on us.
Okay, yeah, but but Charlie Rose's whatever she brings. Is she bringing the tacos? You know what she's bringing?
I'm sure she probably is.
Everything I've had from her is delicious. So you're going to have a chance to number one.
Oh my God.
See incredible
The
free
lobster
music.
thing?
Oh my, the lobster rolls that she made. I don't know if she's bringing them. We don't know what she's bringing.
Let me tell you
But my point is that everything we've had from her has been incredible.
The lobster roll.
I brought mac and cheese from her to a party, like a big tray of it. Everybody went nuts for that. Everything she makes. So
Everything.
you're going to get great music and absolutely
Everything.
like fantastic food to stuff yourselves with. So yeah.
Everything that Charlie Rose touches is what you would eat. Okay. That's what's happening this week.
Yep.
Okay. Y'all heard about the escaped convict.
Mr. The inmate cavalcade. Dang it, I'm messing it up. Everything about me is just completely unsharp tonight. Keep going. Keep going.
You all right?
Not really, apparently not, but go ahead, please.
So, yeah, he climbed over the wall.
Did you see it?
No, I'm not gonna trigger myself.
So remember the picture you may have seen on my social media? I posted a picture of my daughter, like in between the walls,
Yeah.
holding herself up like that.
Yeah.
You see on video, it's like there's a wall and there's a brick wall, and you see him stretch his body out across this way and slowly go up it, like. He pressed his body between the wall and just slowly went up and disappeared from the camera. And the thing is that even at that point, how come nobody saw that? Because it's on camera. Like someone was watching or not watching that camera. And then I know that they fired someone who actually missed him going over the gate. But the fact that, that's the only person who got fired, that person, you can see on camera him going up. So someone just didn't see that. Go ahead, sorry.
So, can I tell them the question I asked you?
I mean, yeah, I don't know why you want to do
So what was it? Sunday.
Yeah.
You were like, did you hear about the inmate? And I was like, yeah, I heard about it. He's like, did you read it? Nah, I'm good. Cause I don't need my heart palpitating because I'm worried about some man in my backyard trying to steal my rabbit.
Which is
and
fair.
murder him.
It's fair.
Right?
It's a fair thought at this point.
Oh, Jason. Yeah, apparently he's changed clothes and shaved and got a car. And I said, well, where'd he get the money for that? Where'd he get the money? Who gave this man a job?
She is not criminal minded.
I said, was he working under the table? Because he don't got a
Just to be clear, like, I couldn't explain this because then I'm the bad guy for trying to make her look dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, talking bad about a woman, professional.
I said, where he gonna walk up? Where did he go and say, "Sir, I'm having a hard time. I need some clothes.
Can I wash your windows?"
And Jay looked at me and said,
he stole it.
He stole it.
Yeah.
It did not dawn on me.
He's a criminal. He's not doing things legally.
I'm telling you, I just kept thinking to myself, who gave this man some money?
I think this is going to be the only point in today's show where I get kind of serious, which I'm happy to do because I'm not, I don't want to be in that space. But so, this is hysterical. But like, I watched one of the CNN segments talking about him, and a man recounted his literal experience with the guy after he escaped. This man got into his house and he recognized that someone was downstairs and was like, oh my gosh, this is probably who it is the escaped guy from the prison. He goes downstairs and like kind of flickered the light, and the guy flickered the light back.
Oh, no, see?
And so, no. So his response is, he said, I'm not making this up, his response is he grabbed a picture in the picture frame of his family and was thinking like, he went like this, like he was gonna throw it at him. Like that was, he was like, oh no, this is a terrible idea, went back upstairs, right? Ha ha, he.
He was framed.
That was good.
He had a clear he had a clear picture of the guy. This was a picture perfect escape.
Gonna hit you with the whole family.
Oh my God. See, I can laugh now because he ain't hear us. He went to the beach.
Everybody shouldn't own a firearm, but if there's ever an argument for why you should own a firearm, it's then. And I understand that statistically it's highly unlikely, and I understand that most people, like a lot of the deaths from firearms come from suicide, and that's all serious and that all should matter. I get it, but like at the end of the day, this is just me reiterating my perspective. It's like my fundamental job as a man, as far as I'm concerned, is to protect physically my family. And the idea that I would find myself in a situation where the only thing I can do is frame him is absurd.
I need to know, was it a Michaels frame or was this a Dollar Tree frame? The type of frame
It was Michael's
matters.
because it was a nice house up towards like in a nice area.
I mean, that could do some damage.
It could do some damage,
That could do
but
some
like,
damage.
if there ever is a case for why any sound-minded person should own a firearm in America, that's the reason. Ain't no way I'm gonna be sitting around wondering what am I gonna do? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'll leave it at that. Yeah. I'm glad you're actually making. I'm glad you're doing this.
Cause he far. He ain't worried about us. Yeah. Okay, like not that he was worried about us.
It
when
is
he was up
wild
here,
how far this guy has gotten.
The fact that he escaped. This is not Shawshank.
But you wouldn't believe how obscenely easy he made it look. I'm telling you, what my daughter did in terms of like holding herself on the wall, like she could have got, if she was maybe like literally 6 inches taller, she could have pulled it off. Like he just kind of climbed up, and then I don't know how he did the barbed wire, but like it's amazing that he was able to just, I'm basically just gonna walk out. There was no intricate tunnel system, some elaborate plan to have a guard let him do this. He just said, I'm walking out. Like, I'm out. It's crazy. And I'm not gonna go into what his crime was, but it's horrible what he did to get there. So, you know, I hope they find him.
Where is he going? Does he go? Which way did he go?
That Negro is following the North Star to Canada, I guarantee you.
Oh, he went that way?
He's been going north. He's in Phoenixville, yeah.
But in order to get to Canada, don't you need a passport?
Oh, here you go, thinking legally again. You also need a get out of jail card to get out of jail, but that didn't seem to matter. So I'm thinking if he can get out of that prison, he can get to those woods. I am not answering any more of your questions.
Just know that
he's not abiding by the law. So he's not going to pull up with the passport and be like, hey, I'm here. I made it to the border.
Let me tell you something.
Please
this
let
how
me
you
in.
know I don't commit crimes.
Nor
okay?
should you ever.
The worst I might do is like, I don't even know, but I am not an illegal type person. It just don't happen. It can't. I don't have the smarts for it.
I hope they find the guy and everybody else.
I hope so too. I hope they find him before he turn back around and come this way.
Listen,
you think he got access to Facebook?
I think he has. I mean, this man got a new set of clothes. He shaved and a whip, so he's doing better than some regular people.
Stole it.
he might have sold. He might have sold that van to somebody.
All I kept thinking is, he has a good credit score?
He might have cash by now, but it's crazy. It's crazy.
He mowed some lawns or something. Oh God. Okay. Y'all know every now and then we talk about Krishan Rock and Blueface, right?
You can talk about till you're blue in the face.
The funny is gone. The funny is. So she had her baby, and not, you know, we should have we should have known what it was gonna be prior to her giving birth because of how things were going down while she was pregnant. She went live giving birth.
Okay, what's bad about that? No. It's kind of like that's something could go wrong, but it's also.
It's a private, very. It's the birth of your child. Can your child?
I wouldn't
come
do it,
into
but I'm not
this-
mad at it.
This.
They have TV
this
shows on
atmosphere?
childbirth.
No.
They have TV shows. They used to have TV shows.
Pre-recorded, not live.
Everybody's gonna see it either way.
And you can edit it. You know, you can also decide, no, I don't want it aired.
I want it raw. Like that's the beauty of Facebook Live.
All I know is
was she
her
holding
generation. No, somebody was holding the phone and was shouting Jesus' name. Thank God.
Okay.
At least something, right? So, seeing that, I was like, oh, all right.
I mean, it's extra. I wouldn't do it, but I'm not mad at it.
So, then you see footage, or not footage, footage, I think it was her or whatever. It came out that Blueface wasn't there. He was with his baby mama, the other one. And said that he did not want to attend or apparently wasn't invited. Krishan said he wasn't invited. She didn't want him there. He said he didn't want to attend. I don't even know if it was an ever together thing.
Okay.
Let's be honest.
Okay, fine.
Because he been jumping in and out of both their beds, keeping them warm at night.
Sure.
So there's that whole debacle of him not being there. Then there's the whole thing about him not signing the birth certificate. The baby had.
But why do we invest in this? Why do we even waste our time talking about it?
Because
okay,
you have younger. I'm not done. Before I answer that question, come back to that question. Then you have footage of her on live, decked out in jewelry. I'm talking rings the size of the baby's head, fully dressed, makeup, holding the baby, cursing, blah, blah, all this nonsense, talking about Blueface and the baby and blah, blah, blah. And the baby, all you hear is, like the baby needed a boob. The baby needed to be swaddled. The baby needed a new diaper. And you on here talking about your deadbeat baby daddy who didn't want the baby, never claimed the baby, wasn't there when the baby was born. You talking about this nigga and you holding your infant son, act like dressed like that. Then of course she's in her birthing underwear in a gym talking about her snapback. Your baby is not even 2 weeks old, sis, and you worried about all the wrong things.
Well, we all know that she's trash.
I know, and so is Blueface. So I said, let me segue, right? So I'm in the Dollar Tree, and I'm in there by myself. I'm getting something for my kids, and I hear this woman yelling at somebody, and I'm gonna say what she said. She was saying, I don't give a fuck who's in this building.
Don't say any more of those because YouTube hates that.
Okay, I don't give a F who's in this building. You're gonna get off this effing floor. I'm not one of them new age parents. I will F you up. Get the F up. And I'm talking, it was like, and the tension in her voice was so strong. And I really thought she was talking to an adult and was about to start fighting. And I'm across the store. I turn the aisle. I'm not done.
No.
I turn the aisle, and it's this young girl. She can't be no older than maybe 22, if that. And she's got two babies. The first baby is in the top of the cart with a pacifier. You can tell she can't really walk. The second baby is in a diaper, barely walking, and is, picking stuff up, doing what babies do. Both of them are doing what babies do. And all you hear is her cursing them out like they are men on the street that said something slick to her. And she's doing it the entire time. And the way she's speaking is so vicious that it ran through my body. I typically mind my business when I'm out. Like, unless a baby is crying and you could tell the mom needs help, I mind my business. This was so bad that I started tearing up because I didn't even want to be I don't even want to be spoken to like that. And this is how she was talking to her children. And she had a guy with her who clearly was a friend and not the father of the children, who was laughing as she's threatening these children. The baby's pants are falling down because they're too big. And she's talking to this child, and all I wanted to say to her was, sis, you do realize your children don't know what the hell you're saying, right? Like, you do understand, they don't understand any of this. They don't understand the curse words, they don't understand the aggression. All they see is mommy's losing her mind, and I'm scared. So I'm gonna continue to act scared and act out because of it. And you could tell the cashier was uncomfortable too, because she was trying to talk to me about soap. And she could tell I was about to cry, and she didn't know what to do. So I say all this to say, don't rush me.
No, I'm not, but it's really important that I'm not rushing you.
I say all this to say, and I posted this on my Instagram. I said, stop cussing your kids out. Y'all have to get away from this toxic mess that y'all are addicted to.
No, keep going, but there's
there are a lot of people who have gone through life and have had a lot of trauma, so that's all they know.
And that's what that is a result of.
Yes, and that's a result of that.
But how do you know to do better if no one is showing you directly how to do better? I'm not excusing it. I work with it.
There are tons of examples. There are tons of things. All you got to do is go to a park and watch a mother redirect her child. Like, I go to the park all the time, and I see all kinds of people with their kids, and when their kid is messing up or doing something wrong, there are ways to do it and ways not to do it.
You know why you didn't say anything to her? Because you're scared of her.
Of course, that's another reason. She was so nasty that I couldn't even say anything to her because I knew she was going to be nasty enough to probably hit me.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's nothing that those babies, I couldn't do anything for those babies. Nothing.
Sure.
And what kills me is her friend.
Yep.
If you were a real friend,
he
would
doesn't
say
know better,
something.
but he doesn't know better either.
And that's the problem. I need people to wake up. When you see these children having children, we all as a community have to step up. Now, if I was,
that's the difficulty, because you say we as the community have to step up. I'm not knocking you.
If there was another woman in there that I could have leaned on, I would have said something. Because there was no one else there except for the cashier. Was there. The cashier. Number one, I'm gonna just say this.
I'm not saying you did anything wrong. I'm just wanting you to recognize.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
Trust me, I recognize it.
Yeah.
Listen, I knew I was a wuss in that moment, but I also couldn't get my ass kicked.
I don't think you were a wuss.
You know, but it just irritates me because that's all I see. That's all I see is so many young black women who are parenting in such vicious manners.
Why do you think that's happening?
Because of Krishan Rocks of the world and the crap that is.
No.
It's not just, and it's not just that. It's also.
She's a product of the same problem.
I know, but when you're watching it on Instagram and Facebook, it doesn't help. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. We're constantly.
But Krishan is not the root of the problem.
No, she's not. That's not what I meant.
I didn't say you did. I'm just trying to. Yeah.
That's a part of the problem, and the more we cater to those women and cater to those scenarios, the Love and Hip Hops, the Krishans of the world, the Real Housewives, the bickering and all that crap. The more we build on that and watch and view it and talk about it.
But we're talking about it.
But we're doing it in a way that other people are not. They're highlighting it, whereas I'm condemning it. And I'm saying there's other ways to live. Like, there's a reason why you constantly want to smoke. You constantly want to drink. You constantly want to fight. You wake up angry because you're surrounding yourself with crap like that. There's ways out.
This is where it gets.
And then look at your baby. Think about that. Did you like it when your family treated you that way? So why would you treat your baby like that?
Because abusers abuse. I mean, the people who have been abused abuse as much as anybody.
I get that. But at some point, there has to be a change. There has to be something in your mind.
It doesn't work that way. There has to be an intervention, a deep one. Like, you need a place like Dappy.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
I get that. And this is me putting that out here. What can we do for these young women? What can we do for these young fathers so that when I walk into a Dollar Tree that I don't have to be almost at tears because I want to help these babies, but I don't want to get punched in the face for stepping in when someone clearly should? Like, there are two problems here. The mother, who obviously has a shitload of trauma that she's dealt with.
That's the thing.
And now these two babies.
It's not just a shitload of trauma, but it's also the day-to-day stress of the two babies in what is probably a terrible and dangerous environment.
Yeah.
Like, if you compound all of that and make it 24/7, that child is justifiably in a state of rage, and she has already passed on that rage to her children. They're already going to mimic that at some point in time.
Yeah.
So it's a huge. Fundamentally, that's the work I've been doing for decades. So, I believe I have enough hope and optimism in my heart to understand and believe that it's a fixable solution. But it's really important to know that it takes a tremendous amount of effort to change the dynamics of poverty in America.
I get that.
I know that you get it, but I think everyone needs to really understand that, because the instinct that we have, and this is where...
But that's the thing.
The instinct is to be like, and this isn't you, I'm not saying you did this, but the instinct for most people when they see that or when they see Krishan is to be like, you piece of crap little terrible person of a girl. But that's what most...
I hurt.
Yeah.
I immediately was hurt because, number one, I'm hurt for the babies. As a mother, as a loving mother.
Absolutely.
I'm hurt before the babies. But then I'm hurt because I can't even help this woman, because all she's gonna see in me is this bitch. Like that, and that hurt me even more because I'm like, sis, I want to help you, but you're not giving me no wiggle room. And I see it so much. I see it so much. And I understand what you're saying about people understanding the fundamentals of poverty and all that. But when I'm in the Dollar Tree, or I'm in the market, or I'm in the nail salon, or I'm at the park, and I see this, I can't just think about poverty. I'm thinking about, in that moment, what can I do in that moment?
Sure.
That's what I mean. I get that the background, the culture in which they were raised in, and their circumstances, and the trauma that they dealt with growing up plays a factor. I understand all of that, and I'm not saying that I'm not thinking about that. All I'm saying is, when I'm in that moment, what do you do?
I don't know. I don't know what you do in that moment.
And that's where I was. And that's what hurt the most. And then when I'm online and I'm watching that same crap with thousands of followers, because that's all that's on my timeline, because the blogs are posting it. You got the radio station hosts who bring these heifers on. I'm like, Jesus, how about, instead of bringing them on to talk about the ratchet mess they're doing, why don't we ask them, hey, do you have a therapist? Hey, what are you doing to better yourself? And the other thing is, do you ever, if you are that person that feels that rage, do you ever get tired?
They don't even know that they feel that rage.
No, you know. You know you feel rage. When you're in a depression, there's a point in your depression where you are like, I am tired. I'm tired. There is a point. There's a point for everything.
I don't think that, and this is for any person, that when you are at a certain, when you've reached a certain level of sort of psychological trauma, and especially if it's the same thing that you're surrounded with everywhere, it's normalized, and that's just how we move. That's why that little boy watching, the young man, whatever, that's why he was laughing, because it's probably how he was talked to. That's probably how he's seen a lot of other children talked to, and it doesn't register as this actually shouldn't be the case. Like, you get used. If this is a completely different example, but you get used to hearing gunshots. Oh yeah, it's just gunshots. Versus if I bring somebody from Harrington to a place where there's a lot. But you recognize that there's gunshots. After a while, it's like, yeah, but it's gunshots.
But you recognize it.
But it's gunshots. It's just, that's what happens. It's just gunshots. I scream, I yell, I'm mad, I cuss my kids out because I'm not new age. That's just what we do. That's what we do. And you have to fix that fundamental dynamic. That child needs a new environment. That child needs assistance. That child needs parenting classes. That child needs a job. That child needs a time to, like Dappy, to get in school and get some goals figured out. That child definitely needs therapy. All kinds of things. So all of those things are what are going to make it so that you can go to the dollar store and not have to bear witness to such terrible behavior and to such a traumatized person. I don't know what you do in the instant. Maybe there are some people who are special who could be like, kind of grab her and be like, yo, don't talk to your child that way, and it wouldn't turn in. Like, some people can do that. I don't think you should have. I don't know if I could have because of just how I look. Like, who are you?
No.
But some people can pull that off. Most people can't. And it's a shame. Because you're right. Most likely that child would have just spazzed on you, and it's not going to be productive, and it's just going to further her, dig her feet, and this is how I move, this is how I am. But
Yeah.
I have seen that child over and over again, directly work with it, and it's a very deep, complicated problem that is all the way across America. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's not just black kids either. Don't think that for a second.
No.
You go to the trailer park and see the same exact thing. You go to the trailer park and see the same exact problem. So, hurt people, hurt people.
You can go to another country and see the same exact thing.
Hurt people, hurt people.
It's just,
That's
it
one of the
just,
most
it tore
real
me up.
statements.
And I've been thinking about it ever since. And
Yeah.
then, of course, I'm looking at stuff online, and it just continues to boil my blood. Because all I see is a bunch of loss.
I think I totally get your point. Like, okay, we're talking about it in a different way. We're not gossiping about it because you see it as a problem that needs to be solved, and I love that. And I think that another thing that has to happen, it's like you just do the right thing when you can, if that makes any sense. If you just step outside.
Wait, and that's it. That's it, right there. What you just said. No matter what you're going through, no matter what you've been through, no matter how you were raised, no matter where you are in life, you know what the right
some
thing
people don't.
is. I don't believe that. I do not believe that.
Okay.
That's you.
She thinks that she's right in yelling at her kids.
No.
What do you mean,
cussing
no?
them out.
She thinks
cussing
she
them
was
out.
right.
I don't believe that.
She
to me,
said
it
I'm
was
not
almost
one
like
of the
a
new
show.
age parents.
And that told me right there.
She thinks she's doing it the right way.
She was performing. That was a performance. And that was a performance to show, for me, it was an insecurity.
Everyone doesn't have the same moral compass. It's just a fact.
But we all know, we should all know right from wrong.
We do, but it can be very
saying F you
skewed.
to a baby.
I get it. I'm not disagreeing with that, but I think you'd be surprised that there's different perspectives, and it's wrong. It's wrong. But everyone doesn't see things the same way, especially if you're in a certain space.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Jeffrey had a lot to say.
Who's Jeffrey?
Jeffrey Leach.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He said a lot of girls on the bus handling babies by themselves. It bothers me. I want more for our community. Learn to cook, handle money. You're right. These are all things that can better
So it's like
the family, the community, all of that.
what I was trying to say is not. You made a different point than I was trying to make, which is fine. But so if we're complaining about the state of music and you're tired of everything being auto-tuned and it's all on, it's
all eat my butt.
It's all eat my butt, right? So number one, yeah, you say this is whack. I don't like the eat my butt music. I'm tired of eating butts in my ears all day long. But then you also have a responsibility to create the kind of music that you think should be out there. You know what I'm saying?
And that is why I'm bringing this up.
Okay.
Because I want to make sure that
So what you gonna do?
I'll figure that out.
Okay.
I'll figure that out.
Yeah. But
But talking about it.
But that's where your answers really lies in doing what is it actually. It's not always about kicking it over. I love just kicking the camera because it looks cool now when I do that. But it's also about now. What are we actually going to? You tore up the weeds.
Yeah.
Now what are we growing?
And
what
you
are
know
we going
what?
to actually make?
I am completely open. This is to everyone watching and anyone who will watch. I am completely open to having a conversation on how we can help, because I respect a lot of the organizations that are out here to help young girls and
Dappy.
not so young girls. Yes, Dappy, but organizations in general who are trying to help families, But the one thing that I don't see, and I haven't seen, and correct me by sending me a link or something, is a life skills, something that, like Jeffrey said, cooking, cleaning, budgeting, how to discipline your child, like something that people can go, and even including therapy in it, some type of workshop or a class that you can sign up for. Our women and girls and our young men need more than just the book, the backpack, the free box of food, the free clothing, from 2 to 4 at this community center. We need real life skills and therapy that is accessible to people as often as possible that they wouldn't get, if they don't go to high school and finish it, if they don't get it from middle school, if they don't go to college, if they don't have a mom or a dad or a grandma or auntie or a godmom who was there to help them raise them, who had a baby, an oops baby, and is just trying to figure life out. We need something like that we can rely on and send these people to, so that when we have those moments, like the Dollar Tree moment, they can reflect on what they learned. Okay, I'm overwhelmed. I only have this much money and the babies are working me. What did my class talk about? What suggestions did they have? I don't know if it's a church that can provide it or a school, something. But it needs to be done, because I'm tired of seeing that. I'm tired of seeing it, and I want that promoted. I want those things promoted. I want promotion of bettering ourselves for our kids and for ourselves. It's about the kids, but it's also about us in general. We have a life as well. We matter as well. So how are we going to better ourselves? I better myself every day by getting up and making an effort towards being better, making the right decisions. I fall short many, many times, but I make the choice to do better for me so that I can be better for my kids. So what can we do? So send me some suggestions, send me some links. Let's talk. How can Naj and Jay be a part of it? I mean, between the two of us, me being super emotional and sweet, and this one knowing how to handle the kids that have, had some trouble and going to school for this and
I've done it for decades. It's a hard thing.
Like Naj and Jay are here. We are here, and we love Wilmington, and we love the community, and we want to be a part of that type of growth. So
another part or point that I think needs to be made, and then we can move on, it's kind of remaking the same point, because I'm reflecting on a conversation that I had this weekend at the place where I work, and number one, a lot of kids actually do know what they need, but they don't know how to get it. And a lot of people don't understand how truly hopeless a lot of kids feel. I mean that, it's like, yes. But they understand that, I cannot change my behavior in this environment. So if I'm in this environment, in order to survive, I have to function a certain way, especially because I've chosen a certain route and I've done a certain amount of dirt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't just be like, I can't rob you, stab you, and then be like, I'm done with this life, and still be there on. No, it doesn't work. You robbed me, so you're a mark now. I don't. What are you talking about?
Right.
And the point is that a lot of people just need to, it's literally, and I've said this over and over again, it's literally is that you have to take this beautiful tomato plant that is currently in bad soil and remove it and put it in a good environment. And it's people need certain things.
Water it, give it sunshine.
There's no way around that. People need love, people need to have low stress, people need good food, people need trust and
outlets.
And so if you don't give all people those things, they will behave poorly, justifiably. If you have a plant and you don't give it good soil and water and sunlight, it's going to grow in a way that it's not supposed to.
Space.
All of these things matter. So you can teach in class and do all that, but if you're taking the child and putting them right back into a terrible neighborhood, you're stuck. For the most part, there are success stories, and there will continue to be success stories. But until you really fix that part of the dynamic in some capacity, either you move them to a different environment or make the environment better, you're going to have a low batting average.
Real quick before we move on, Keandra said, young girls need to know about personal hygiene as well. Let's talk. Let's make this possible. A woman of action. Jeffrey, thank you for being a part of the conversation. Last thing. Every one of these celebrities and people that are in the spotlight, they did not just get plucked from where they were to where they are now. There is a journey that they're not telling you about. There are people, and I'm careful with myself with this, but the big pastors who talk about, I used to sell drugs, I used to pimp and da-da-da, and now they make millions of dollars. How did they get from A to B? We are missing a vital part of the journey when you idolize these people and talk about, they used to do, the Jay-Z's of the world. I used to sell cocaine. I used to sell crack. And now I'm damn near a billionaire. What was your journey? The work that went into it, to your craft and into yourself. Nobody wants to talk about that. These are the things we have to talk about. What work do we have to put into ourselves, into our community, into our children, into our family, into our schools, so that we can all be where we want and need to be?
And I think, this is my last thing, I promise. I think it's also really important, and I've kind of already said this too already, is to highlight and focus your energy and what you put out there. Focus the overwhelming majority of your energy on the good stuff.
Yes.
Like instead of saying, like, you have to say stop eating Doritos, but like really focus your energy on eating good, eat good. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kendra said, I was terrible as a teenager. I knew right from wrong, but still decided to do what I knew was wrong. It took
fun.
for me to change my people, places, and things.
Yeah. Being bad is fun. Trouble is fun until it gets serious, but yeah, I know you don't get that, but being bad can be fun.
I mean, I like me a little tequila,
That doesn't count.
Okay. All right. All right. All right, shake it off. Shake it off.
No, I'm good.
Come on, shake it off with me.
I don't got nothing to shake off.
Come, can you just shake with me? Ooh. Okay.
I'm not done.
Oh.
I'm not done. If we gonna shake.
Hold on, ready?
We gonna shake.
Wait. Come on, you gotta catch it. What the hell? Yo, this is, Okay. I talked about the aliens being...
I do have this one.
Being confused. This previous conversation is probably one of the reasons why they're confused.
Tell me when to hit it.
Okay. Hit it. Do you see this photo? Do you see this? This is an actual photograph.
No way.
Yes, it is. The James Webb Space Telescope recently captured this stunning image of what scientists call a pair of actively forming stars. Do you see the question mark?
Well, yeah.
It's real.
Okay.
It's real. The European Space Agency says it is not a hoax, and the name of it is called Herbig Haro 4647. It's important to study because it's only a few thousand years old. And since stars take millions of years to form, its young age offers researchers a chance to observe how stars gather mass over time. It's gone viral on, what is it called, X, which is formerly known as Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's going viral there and on TikTok because people are like, the aliens, they sending us a message. Yeah, they are. They're confused. You want to know why they don't just be walking around with us, pulling up to the barbecues, swimming with us in the pool? Because they don't like us. They're confused by us. There are so many reasons. So many reasons aliens don't want to be here. I wouldn't want to be a human either if I was an alien.
But isn't it amazing that,
And they use the best symbol to tell us how they really felt. They said, Earth ghetto. What is this? Earth stank.
It is amazing that we haven't, en masse at least, and maybe there's a big cover-up, but that we haven't actually, really had a full alien encounter. You know what I'm saying? But,
Speak for yourself. There are plenty of people in Canada who said that they were abducted and sent back.
I think it's so easy because let's pull up again.
Look at that.
That image is impossibly far away. We can't really imagine how far away that is. People in Delaware think that Newark is far. From Wilmington to Newark is like a
Somebody
giant.
Be like, can you come out tonight?
Yeah, and going to a different state is it's impossibly far to consider. And then you consider that we're in our small little galaxy, but we're on a big rock that's spinning at thousands of miles per hour, and everything around it is slowly expanding and moving away. The sun is going to explode.
Are you calling us fat?
No. I'm saying that...
What do you mean we're slowly expanding?
I'm saying that the universe is expanding.
Oh.
Everything is slowly...
I thought you meant Earth.
Yeah, no. And just that fact alone is absolutely mind-boggling. We're lucky. Even an ant is lucky. Even an ant is lucky. Because there's no, we can't find an ant anywhere else. Like, just the fact that you are not a rock and an ant is a big deal. They're strong, they're smart, kind of, you know what I'm saying? But like, this trip on this earth is wild. And we're not just spinning like this, we're spinning around a sun.
Okay, calm down.
It's crazy.
All right, calm down. Listen.
But we take all these drugs, but we're already on a trip.
And this is why they put the question mark.
No.
This is why they put the question mark.
If you did some shrooms or whatever, or did something, you wouldn't imagine what you're actually experiencing in reality. Like, imagine if, just look, you're on a big spinning rock, thousands of miles per hour,
Okay.
spinning.
Okay, all right. No. Put it.
Way faster than that.
Okay.
And it's going around a giant burning star. And every day we go around and around.
All right.
Come on. Come on. Life is amazing.
Listen, so I'm just going to put this out here.
Life is amazing.
I'm going to put this out here. Aliens, if you are watching, do not beam me up.
Can I read the comments while you're talking?
I don't mind being on stank earth. Also, I don't think that I would eat anything that y'all serving on your ship. I'm going to just be honest. I also have a very specific fashion sense, and if y'all wear one thing the whole entire time, or if you're naked all the time, that's not gonna work for me. I get cold easily. But what I will say is, if you want to be unconfused, if you want to get your mind right about the human beings, come on down here to a Naj and Jay show.
No. I got enough. I talked about my trip.
We got extra seats.
I'm out. Don't bother me.
Jay has many. He has the questions of a lifetime.
Nope. I don't want to know. I'm happy with my little bubble of whatever I know. Whatever.
Listen, he likes bubbles.
I don't want to think any past what Neil deGrasse Tyson has discovered.
You can strap one of your brain things on his head, and I promise
whatever
you will be
modern science
entertained.
has figured out, I don't want to even know any past that. I'm good. I'm happy to be in this paradigm. Thank you. Yeah.
I just want you to know, I'm confused too.
This was an insane show.
I know. It's so sad.
Not sad. It was actually really good.
We're insane, just slightly. That's why the question mark is there.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get a T-shirt with that? I want to put Naj and Jay at the top of it. Can you visualize that? Naj and Jay, question mark. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
Oh, I can see it now. I could be green.
Hey.
I could be green. You're the dumb guy.
Sure.
The strong dumb one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Before we end, one more little conversation. We're gonna keep it short and cute, but
oh yeah.
So we have had. You go ahead. Actually, I'm gonna let you start this.
Yeah. So we love Wilmington.
We love you, Wilmington. We love you.
We love Delaware. We love America. The main reason that we exist is to highlight all of the dope things that are happening in Wilmington and in the state as a whole, with the goal of bringing more attention here so that the people who live here get the attention that they deserve, and so that we can really play a role in turning this place into what I feel should be is a highly successful, even commercially successful hub of culture and business.
Why do you say hub like hub?
Because I'm obscenely aggressive.
Hub.
I didn't even know I did that.
Every time.
Yeah. And in order for that to happen, the way that I envision it, and I think in a way that most people envision, is teamwork. It's the dream work, right? Teamwork makes the dream work.
There's no I in team.
And there are several situations that I have observed where more collaboration was needed. And oftentimes, and I'll say this for us specifically, I don't want anyone to view us as competition, because that's not what we're here to do.
Right.
We're here to collaborate with people and work with people who share our values and who can help us, and vice versa. There are things that we're really good at and things that we're not so strong at. For instance, like I'm getting competent with all the technical stuff because I had to. Yeah. But please don't get it twisted. If a Jet Phoenix is like, listen, y'all got so much right, but let me use my cameras and we'll handle that part for you. You guys just do your show thing. I'm gonna put all this stuff to the side and just take cute pictures at concerts at that point. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because that's not my strong suit. You know what I'm saying? And so that is one example of where we could collaborate. But this concept, this idea, this conversation stretches way outside even entertainment. And I see so many times where I'm watching people move and it's like, nah, bro, your ego is in the way. Or maybe you're scared that if you work with somebody that they'll take it from you. And that is maybe, I'll say this. It's reasonable to watch your back and to be scared to collaborate. Because quite frankly, we've been burned a couple of times. Yeah. And I'm not gonna go into that, but if you've been burned, then fine, you don't work with that person. You be wary. But you should always have a mindset that is open to quality collaboration because... Go ahead. No, you got something, so go.
Oh, I was going to say, when you walk into something with a spirit of mistrust or distrust, that's what you're going to put out into the ether. Like, when you walk into something and you're already like, I don't trust it, 9 times out of 10 it's going to end up like that because you have that energy about you. You have to walk into things with an open mind, not be stupid, not make dumb decisions on a whim. Think clearly, but be open. And not that I'm like the perfect example, but I had a podcast, okay? I was doing my thing. And I said it's trash.
Right.
It's trash. Get that shit out of here.
And I was happy doing it, and I was liking what I was doing. But Naj reached out and was like, let's try this. And I'm like, I could have very well change your life. I could have very well been like, nah, I don't know her. You know, I like doing things my way. I'm very good at working by myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, you know what? Let's see how it goes. And slowly we we click in terms of sense of humor, you know, and we're here. And there are so many places where this could happen in other ways. And we've had good collaborations with people. We're not saying that it doesn't happen, but like it should happen and can happen more. And I think that it's going to be a critical part of how we get our city and state further down the pipe of becoming truly great. Like I want people, I'm tired of hearing like what's in Delaware, what's in Wilmington, you know what I'm saying? And I get why, but like I want people to look at us the same way, like when you say, you know, Los Angeles or New York, we're not going to be that populous, but like, yo, that's a dope city. Like Wilmington's a dope little town. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want it to be known, and we have it. We have the capacity. And I've said before, I've seen it. Like it's actually, in terms of like just Market Street, specifically with food, the food on Market Street is
during the day.
Listen, great food. You know, I don't want to name all the restaurants. I'll forget somebody and then somebody's upset, but like world class. And we can be that way in many other ways if we're smart and work together. And we want to encourage that spirit. Yeah.
Not everybody is out to ruin you and your business. Like, I don't know where these mindsets come that everyone's here to just mess up your stuff, put you out of business, you know, ruin your name. 9 times out of 10, most of the time, people in business are trying to keep their head above water. They're trying to figure out how to do that. So collaborations are actually very helpful for you and other people because you cross-pollinate with your market, your audience, and you learn something from those people, those other businesses. You know, you learn so much from each other. I think that Delaware in general will be so much more successful with ticket sales, with attendance, with different fundraisers and things if they reached out to organizations more. Like some of the most successful events are the ones that have those like 50 different sponsors at the bottom. That's collaboration.
Look at the Hispanic Festival.
Listen, they showed up and showed out, and they do it every year, and they got everybody at the festival. And
most of, even in terms of just boiling it down to just like Naj and Jay specifically with our views, like whenever we have collaborations or work with like bigger organizations, it always helps both entities. We have more views and more traction from those kinds of things. So yeah.
Yep. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Like it's a real thing, you know? We have to get out of this. I think I asked Eugene about it because I said a lot of people in the millennial generation and younger have this, now I got to get it on my own mindset.
And that's how I think. Listen, I'm a singer.
And you see how he ended up.
I'm a singer-songwriter on my piano. Like, if I have to, I can do everything myself for 3 hours, for sure. Been there, done that. But that's not how I want to be. I can't be a band. I cannot. I can entertain you pretty well for 2 hours with just me. But it's nothing like if I bring a Jonathan in behind me, and then if I bring in Boone on the, you can't. So I have to learn how to work with people.
No man is an island.
Yeah, and it's
no man is an island.
And people are meant to be communal.
And yes, as businesses, you want to have your target audience. You want sales to be skyrocketed. You want things to be awesome, But at some point, they all collaborate. They all bring in a partnership. They all do something with somebody else to bring in either the money or the people, or the views. So we'll close it also by saying this. When someone isn't doing well, do not laugh at them. When their intentions are good, when their intentions are not to harm and their intentions are to do something good, do not laugh at them when they fail or when they are close to failing or are struggling. Because when you do that, number one, it looks bad on your character, but then it separates us even more. All the progress that we've had is thrown out the window. So be positive, send some love and some light to a business or a person that may need it. Because one day you may be there. And what are you going to be looking for? That help, that empathy. You're going to be looking for somebody to possibly dig you out of a hole that you don't know how to get out of.
Yeah, I just want to see everyone who is a good person be successful here.
Right.
If you're a trash person, I want you to just leave and not be here. We've seen our fair share of trash, but
trash.
But if you're a good person, we want you to be successful.
We got a lot of good people in Wilmington.
Yeah, overwhelmingly.
A lot of good.
I wouldn't be doing what I was doing if I didn't see it that way.
And if you don't agree with somebody or something that they do, you don't have to trash the person. You can just move on your merry way. Me and Jay have done it many a times. We keep it pushing.
And we disagree. You know what I'm saying? There are times when we see things differently, but we still will work together.
Everything I say is perfect and magical.
For sure.
What is he talking about?
Right. You see how light-skinned people act? The pot called the kettle black, and the
I am cafe au lait.
Called the.
I am cafe au lait.
Yeah, but only I can say that because I'm light-skinned. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
We love y'all for watching. Thank you for sitting through all of this mess because we know that we just be throwing stuff at you and you just be catching it. We love you. We will see you next week. We will be with Carrie and Otanyo at Delaware, Opera Delaware. So we're excited. She's got some things coming up. We're going to be dressed up, baby. Okay, dressed to the nines. I don't know what he going to wear. I'm kind of scared. Tune in for that because you already know I'm coming with the jokes. But we will see you this weekend at the Soul of the City Festival. Come take a picture with us and be ready for the
I'm not on the stage. That's you, but you got it. Yeah.
Make sure you're at the Naj and Jay block party so you can buy a t-shirt and sing with us. Okay, love you. Bye. See ya.